Dick and Booties Podcast. Richard, come together again. We're all about the liquor and the tasty gems. We would like to invite you in the silly minds we live in. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
No, how long has it? Is it really?
It'll be a couple years.
It'll be a couple more years. Yeah.
No way it's going to be.
Did you guys hear the intro?
When we're 38.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. We're
So
just
2 fucking years.
2 fucking years, bro.
God, that's a depressing way to start.
Whoa. Whoops.
2 years till 20 years.
It's the real way to start, though.
Oh, that's tough.
That is. Yeah. No, that's
I had zero desire at 10. Did you?
Yeah,
go to
me
10?
too.
I didn't go to 10.
And it was kind of half-assed.
I looked. It was in like a gymnasium. Yeah, they had paper cups
There were 12
of lemonade.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the most traditional 10-year reunion ever.
Absolutely.
In a
It's the best way to
gymnasium.
do it.
Name tags.
Yeah.
I think it was actually at the these suites in a fucking ballroom. The
Was that the 10-year reunion?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
at the Camelback Inn, wasn't it?
No, it was on that. It was on.
For
It was at
Arcadia?
that like hotel, small little thing that was on Chaparral and Scottsdale.
Oh, Chaparral Suites.
Yes,
Yes,
that's where
that's
it
what it
was.
was. That's where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
They came to the reunion. I was like, I don't know anybody that's going to a reunion. I don't know.
They had like the Ponzi
There were more
scheme
people
meeting
at the
first, and
coach
then-
house that night from Arcadia than at the reunion, guaranteed.
Yeah, I think I touched her boob at the 50-yard line at Arcadia football field. Thought I'd throw that in.
Did she know about
What
it?
time of day?
Yes!
Okay, I don't know.
She wasn't passed out.
I don't know what the situation is, but you
Legit
gotta
question.
check. Yeah.
Legit question.
No, it's not.
What day and what time of day?
Oh, night.
Night.
A nighttime of day.
Weeknight.
Weekend.
Okay.
It was like me. I was at Tanner's. You know, we snuck
sure.
out.
Nobody's there.
We would sneak out of Tanner's
To go boob
dog door,
feeling, yeah.
and we would go touch a boob or two.
Yeah.
Maybe her and Autumn.
the best.
You know, her and Autumn.
100%.
Yeah.
It's a good day.
Yeah, it was a great day. And they had like
They had the first huge tits
they were
ever.
huge
Right, yeah,
to
yeah.
us. B cups, but huge
Yeah.
to us. So welcome to the Dick and Booties podcast.
Welcome.
We have a very special guest this evening. I'm very excited to have you, and thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming.
Of course. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, man.
There is so much to
course.
get into, so much to talk about, but I guess we will frame it like this. Michael Albee is here. Mike Albee is here. He is a longtime friend. We went to school with him. We grew up with him. I played basketball with him. And then he grew up to be a lawyer.
Same difference. Yeah.
Librarian, libertarian, lawyer.
He's a lawyer, a father, a lovely human being, a spiritual guru, one of our favorite guys, one of my favorite people on social media. And I know you're not really on it that much right now, but like when you were on it, I just loved it. And when you when you said fuck the first time I acknowledged it, I was like, yes, he's in. Okay, Michael Albee, welcome to the show.
Thanks, guys.
brother.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
So, good God, can I take a? You take it, Cam. I'm gonna take a sip.
What have you been doing today?
By the way, that's my favorite part of your guys' show. Whenever you eat or drink, just right into the mic and
Yeah.
just slurp it up.
Slurp it up.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
Burping's good too.
Yeah.
Like you're there. Yeah, burping's good.
Yeah.
Alex, there you go. No, man. I haven't seen you in years.
A minute, yeah. Yeah. So I went to law school, and then now I'm practicing law. I wrote a book.
Hold it.
I did yoga class. I do all that stuff.
Hold on again, Mike. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
We're going to touch on all that.
Okay.
We'll guide you.
We'll be your spiritual
Yeah.
guides.
Oh fuck! Where's my? Oh, dude, I can't do a show without my vape.
Your notes?
No, my vape. Where the fuck's my? Oh, hold on one second.
Oh, you better go get that vape, son.
Sorry. Oh, and I got girls texting me. Oh boy, super pro. Sorry.
So,
Those kind of problems, you
yeah,
know?
right? Too many
Fuck.
problems.
Sorry,
yeah.
Albatross.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are
what?
you're not married?
Whoa, bro.
Dude.
You got to fucking answer him, too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm married. Hell yeah. I am separated.
Oh, okay.
I've been.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very
great.
much. Thank you very much. Mutual.
Right.
Mutual. The wife is lesbian now, which is
okay.
cool. And I like to think about that a lot. And no,
You weren't expecting a counter.
no, we've been separated for a while. We both are addicts,
Okay.
and I just happen to be in recovery, and I don't know the other half. She could be, and she could not be. I'm not exactly sure. And that's pretty much how the cookie crumbled on that deal.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, I've been separated. We've been separated for almost four years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I got clean September 21st of 2016.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. My veins are working again. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And my dick's working real good. And Cam, huh? Did you like that?
Your main vein is what you should have said.
Yeah. So I'm technically married, and on that note, she has a lot of school debt, and they've been calling me a lot about that lately.
Oh, that's fun.
So that's been exciting. That's sort of where I'm at in my marriage right now. I'm just kidding.
Honestly,
You
it's
might get
better
a
than
call.
most people.
You might get a call, bud.
So here's where I want to start. We obviously grew up together. We went to the same schools, and then when we graduated high school, for the most part, only just a very select few of like my very, very close friends went off and did a very similar thing. Everyone else just vanished.
Yeah.
What did you do? Because I'm finding all this out really just as much as the listeners are finding out. I mean, I follow you on social media, but I haven't seen you in fucking God knows how long.
Yeah.
And so you step foot off campus. What's Mike Albee doing at that point?
So the first thing we did was, it was like me and kind of those guys. Mm-hmm. And we were the first ones to move out. So we moved down to a condo right down the road from here. And it was right when the poker phase started.
Oh, yes.
So we would have like 20 to 30 people overnight playing poker. We would have cash games. We'd have bartenders coming in. We kind of sold drinks. We did it for about 2 years.
Really?
And then I got somebody pregnant and couldn't have a little baby around with all the poker and festivities. So
Hey, man. I get it.
Wow, man.
yeah, with consent though. It was. I touched her boob with consent. So it was fine.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You're talking to the wrong guy, baby. You're talking to the wrong guy.
That's fine.
It's a joke, people. God
true.
damn it. Of course it was consensual.
That's true. No, but yeah, I did
So
that.
2 years out of high school?
yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
guys
I
were
was
throwing down like poker games.
We
Like,
had big shit going on.
You
Yeah,
had big
we'd
shit
play
going.
all the time. We had big games. We were doing online. We had we were probably playing like 20 hours a day.
just
We got really into it. Yeah, I did 2 straight years at SCC, and my highest grade was like an F plus. So
no shit.
Yeah,
Because you were going to class off 2 hours of sleep from fucking whatever.
barely going to meet some chicks and bring them back, and then play some.
Mike Bilzerian, dude. You were
I got the 1 million followers. Yeah, no, it was fun.
Dude,
yeah,
that's fucking wild.
we had a good time, and then
made a little scratch.
made some good scratch. I mean, we had fun. We had no idea what the dollar was worth. I mean, that was probably the worst part. And I don't know if whatever. If Brian Shaw is listening to this, do you guys remember Brian?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's not listening, but go ahead.
He might be in Scarskatch listening.
Is he in Scarskatch?
I don't know where he is.
We're
Last
like
time
the
he was
fucking
in,
Beatles there.
He's like, I don't know what that is. We're like the Beatles in Saskatchewan.
Dude,
it's a real place.
when COVID goes away,
Yeah.
dude, on my buck, we'll go out and do a fucking podcast in
Tour.
Scarskatch.
Yeah.
Where is Saskatch?
Bro, we don't know, dude.
So,
Do you have a globe?
it's a place we invented.
It's in Canada, we think.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you just
yeah.
got to get across the border.
Yeah. I don't even have a passport.
Oh no,
You can.
It's easy.
I don't think you need a passport for
it's $90 and like a 10-day tour around.
Yeah.
I think things are strict. I don't think they want me.
Yeah, they might not want me either.
No, they like you. Dude, you like Kurds and shit.
You have a passport?
I do, and it's probably expired though.
You guys can get across.
But
Okay, so
You're a truck driver.
So for
Maybe.
2 years, you do poker, which sounds like a fucking blast.
it does.
It
sound
was
like a
fun.
blast.
So it was fun. And then the other side of it was where, my best friend and roommate at the time, like he spent all his money, all his time, and eventually it kind of, faded away for most of us. and he fell right into it, and I ended up having to kick him out of my house.
Oh, he fell the
He like
wrong
fell
way.
the wrong way into it. Yeah.
Because you were like, all right, I'm gonna do the next. Turn the page, next chapter.
Yeah, we
And
were all
he's
kind of
still
done.
Just kind of
And
hitting it hard.
he was literally not paying rent, not paying utilities, ignoring everybody, going to casinos, spending thousands of dollars.
owing money.
Yeah.
This is no different than any other addiction.
No, and that's
Right?
why I don't mean to like. He's not a
No,
Can we say,
whoa. I'm
can
not.
we cuss? You guys
Please.
can cuss, right? Yeah.
Yes.
He's not like a cunt or anything, but
No.
he's a bad guy.
Yeah, and especially while when he was balls deep in it, biggest piece
It's
of
tough.
shit, probably.
It's
right?
tough. Yeah.
Right.
No, it's one of. I'm just saying that he could have been a total cock ass.
Yeah.
But it is an addiction. I'm not
100%.
giving him a break.
Yeah.
Dude, no, you got to own up to the fucking actions you take.
For sure.
I'm just saying that it's no different than any other addiction. He was full blown, and all of your responsibilities go to the side. All of your relationships are secondary.
Everything.
When you're
Yeah.
chasing that high, which is basically $1, it's no different. It activates all the same things in your brain. And
yeah, it's got the dopamine
got
and
the
everything else.
serotonin.
Yeah.
Serotonin.
Serotonin.
Dude, I'm sorry, Mike. In that video where I go COVID and you go co, do you know what?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to thank you for that, and we'll get back to the interview. Sorry.
I got those all day.
So what happens after that phase? You got somebody pregnant.
So,
who was this somebody? You don't have to.
I went over to Jeff Shaw's house, my other best friend, and he used to have summer parties.
Yeah.
And the first summer party he had, we fell in love over a bottle of vodka and literally went into his bedroom.
You and this young lady.
Young woman, yeah.
I thought you said into his bedroom.
I don't know if you're talking about Brian
me and
or
Jeff.
Yeah.
Went into his bedroom.
So
and fell
Jeff
in
got
love.
pregnant. You didn't see that? It just skipped over. Me and this young lady, we go into the bedroom and
Make it happen.
borrowed my buddy's condom and literally broke open. And
See, that was
Yeah.
you borrowed a condom from
Yeah.
your buddy.
Yeah.
Dude, and you're packing. I can fucking tell. Just you're.
yeah, it was
You're like
getting
drunk.
through either way.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have a Magnum, right?
The condom didn't have a chance in hell.
Yeah, I
it
didn't
was
think so.
destroyed from the
I mean, if you're just okay, if you're just listening and you hear that voice, whatever you're picturing, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Correct.
condom looked like a yarmulke on your dick.
Twice.
With the curls.
But like a bald guy wearing the yarmulke with all the hair that pops up on the sides.
yes.
Yeah.
That's-
Orthodox. Orthodox.
Yeah.
And so you
Orthodox.
didn't know this person.
Didn't know her. We met there. Yeah, we hung out, and then she was going to U of A,
Okay.
and she called me like 3 weeks later. And she called me, and I said, "Holy shit! Like, let's talk."
You got the call.
I got the call. Yeah, and she came over.
I'm keeping it.
We cried actually. So we cried. We were like, "Hey, we're going to talk about this for about a week." And the next fucking day, her mom shows up at my house at like 6 in the fucking morning.
Wow.
And I'm just
Yeah.
a fucking mess.
Yeah.
Been drinking all night, smoking all night, just like, what the fuck's going on? She drags me to fucking IHOP on 44th Street in Thomas.
Yeah.
And we're enjoying some pancakes. And she's like, "What do you think about an abortion?"
Whoa.
And I was like, holy fucking shit. And so, long story long, I talked to her, I talked to her mom, I talked to, my church group who ended up all turning their backs on me. And I was like, we're going to have a baby. And we tried to kind of kumbaya for a bit, but her mom was pretty aggressive. Rest in peace. But
she's dead. She died.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, we don't have to clap, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I love you.
Fine.
I love you.
So we talked, and this was Carly's grandma. So this was my daughter's grandma. Yeah,
Of course.
Her mom's still good and all that stuff. But yeah, so we talked, and eventually she decided we were gonna have a baby. We tried to date for about 4 months ish.
Okay.
And it just, didn't work. Her mom, Carly's grandma, just put the kibosh on it. She wouldn't allow her to come over to my house. She wouldn't let me see her. And so, it was tough to have a relationship at that point.
Well, yeah.
So,
because I feel like, and I'm going off of social media posts from you. I didn't even know you had a kid until you were posting pictures, and she's like older. She's like 5 and shit. I'm like, wait, Mike's got a kid?
Yeah, it was quick. And then, it was quick. And then Carly was born, and I went over to their house, her mom's house. And I'm literally giving Carly a bath, like in the fucking sink. And her grandma walks up to me and she says, "You need to get the fuck out of my house."
Yikes, dude.
And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "If you don't leave right now, I'm calling the cops." So I took her, I gave her to grandma, and I left. I called an attorney the next day. And within about, I don't know, like 3 months, I was able to see her. And they do very limited sections. So it was 2 hours a week, and I was driving to fucking like South Phoenix to do it and all this stuff. And it's just, you build up to it. And then Carly was about 5 months old, 6 months old. And her uncle, who was significantly younger than me and her and all that stuff, he called me and he's like, can we go talk? And so we fucking went to the PetSmart by their house, and
near the IHOP.
Yeah, right near the IHOP. And so there's a story about Target later too. So
I bet there is.
So we go to fucking PetSmart, and he's like, "Carly should be with you." He's like, "Her mom's not around a lot, and she's mostly getting raised by grandma and grandpa."
And that's coming from brother, so that's a big deal.
That's coming from brother. That's a big fucking deal, yeah. And so literally that day, my time was up. I get like 4 to 7 on Wednesdays, and it's 7 o'clock, and I just said thanks, and I took her to my house, and I've had her ever since.
Wow.
Believable.
That is, dude. That's wild.
It was a lot, yeah. I mean, and literally, it's like I'm 24.
Yeah.
And just coming off, like, as we
Poker.
all are. As we all are 24. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. What are we doing with our lives?
24.
Yeah. What are we doing with our lives at 24?
Enough said, 24.
Yeah. So, I had her, and then literally just the biggest memory I ever have is that when I took her home, I just swung her. And for 3 fucking hours. And I was just swinging her like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
then
that introspective.
That's
a movie scene.
Right.
You're like, holy shit.
Just holy shit. And, it worked out. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Of course.
So if you don't mind me asking, so mom, obviously, so brother came to you, said, mom's not around a lot, being raised by grandparents, and she would be better suited to be with you. Now, what's the relationship like, and how did that sort of develop over the years? Did she become more active? Has it been the same the whole time? Does it go up and down? What's that look like? Yeah,
that's a good question. I took the lead for sure, and her mom was gone for, when I say gone, like in and out, where it would be, hey, can I see her at the park on Saturday?
Spotty presence.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I'd say, yeah, you can see her at the park. And then we go to the park. And, after 5 visits to the park where mom doesn't show up, you kind of stop. So
any particular reason?
Like that. I never asked. So when Carly was fast forward a little bit, Carly's about 5. And it's been this spotty relationship for a while. And I called her mom and I said, look, I really don't give a shit what you're doing. I don't care if it's drugs. I don't care if it's alcohol. I don't care if it's gambling. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I was like, but she's getting old enough to know what's going on. Yeah. So you got to get some help one way or another. And she called my aunt and went up to, I think, Mayo. And like a week later, she was kind of back. So, and she's kind of been back ever since, which is good. Carly had that opportunity to not see the really bad parts, and she's still not. She still sees her mom her mom actually moved. Her mom lives in Montana now, but she was seeing her like once a week.
Okay.
So now we do like the summer thing where she goes up there for like summer breaks and spring break and all that stuff.
Okay. So she'll spend 3 months there?
She'll spend, she's going there actually Friday. She'll be there for 2 weeks, and then she'll spend like 2.5 months in Montana.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's cool, man.
It's nice.
That's nice. Yeah.
Bro,
for sure.
I'll just tell you from my personal perspective, that dynamic that you're talking about of being able to go visit her mom in Montana or like go there on breaks and stuff is like my dream.
Yeah.
It is my dream, dude. Yeah. Just to be able to know that, my kid's mom was in a healthy enough condition to be able to take on that kind of responsibility. Number one, that means she's in a good place, which I don't wish anything poorly on the mother of my children. I actually love her a lot, and I care about her, and I want her to live, and I want her to be present in my kids' lives. She's just, for whatever reason, unable to do that at the moment, and has been unable for years and years and years and years. But that dynamic, God, dude.
I think there's a surprising amount of women that don't grab onto the maternal role that became parents, and it's interesting to see. It's not just guys,
right?
It's just not guys.
It's more than people would think.
Absolutely.
I mean, significantly.
Yeah, you like deadbeat dad. You don't hear deadbeat mom.
You don't, or
Ever.
Just absent mom, but it happens all the time.
No, you just hear mom murders entire family.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's all you hear.
Yeah. She just ends it all.
They just go 0 to 60 pretty quickly. Yeah,
They always get caught though. You know, they never try to like cover it up. It seems like
they do.
They're lazy.
The dads are like, "I'll put them in an oil drum," and the moms are like, "Yeah, fucking."
Mom's put them in like a casserole, and it's
yeah. Probably just DNA everywhere. It's lazy, dude.
Hey, listen, if she caramelizes the top of that thing, might be tasty. Welcome to the Dick and Boonies podcast. This is a comedy podcast. Sometimes we're serious, but most of the time we're not. So I guess my question, and this is probably totally off, and maybe I should just ask you it a different way, but I'm going to ask it this way and just hope that I'm hitting somewhere, like getting close. When you had that experience where they originally were like, fuck you, get out of my life, you know, you're bathing Carly, and you went and you got help from the attorney, was there something turning for you at that point where he was able to help you and get you involved in your child's life where you're like, that seems like a potential avenue for you to go into? Did it start there? When did that sort of play into it? Because I mean, you're an attorney now.
Yeah.
And what kind of we'll get there in a second. But so was that I apologize. I'm not really good at this.
No,
so just you can answer the first series of onslaught.
I'll answer 1 through 6.
Okay,
and then we'll come back to it.
Did it spark anything?
No. That's it. So it wasn't it wasn't immediate. It wasn't like I called the attorney. I was like, oh, I need to figure this out. I went the other way. I fucking snapped. I literally, because I couldn't see my daughter.
Yeah.
So I went to Europe for like a month and a half and just literally blocked everything out, like completely. And then it was probably after I would say like the last court hearing I had, so probably 2 years in, because it takes a bit. And I got everything, essentially the whole parenting time switched. And I got everything I wanted, and I looked back at the process and saw that I spent a fuckload of money, she spent a fuckload of money, and all the attorneys did was really just try to piss us off. And put us against each other. So I saw that and I was like, I don't want to do that. There's a better way to do that. And fortunately, since I've gotten to be in the practice, I've seen there's a lot of good attorneys. That's probably 20% of those real shitheads. Right. But they're out there.
Just like any business, really. And actually, it's usually more than 20% shitheads.
Yeah.
So at what point did you decide, okay, so you flunked out of SCC, or not flunked out of, but your highest grade was an F. At what point did you decide you're going back to school? you're gonna focus on an education, and then when did it turn law, or was that the goal the entire time when you got back into school?
So that's what it was. The goal the entire time was once I got back into school, I was going to go to law school.
Wow.
So I went to Grand Canyon. I finished in like 2.5 years. I just fucking balls to the wall it and just got it out of the way. Yeah, because I just hit it and did it as hard as I could, as fast as I could. And then I went to and then I went to Phoenix School of Law, which was like a real shit school, where they were just taking people's money. They literally were like letting anybody in off the street.
They needed money.
They needed money, and then they ended up filing bankruptcy. And
you learned something though?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So I went there, and then I was there in their night program for about a year, and then transferred over to ASU. And at that point, I quit the job that I had, finished ASU, and just
what were you doing?
Practice. I was working. I've done a lot of shit. I was writing for a bit, so I'd write these like travel blogs. I wrote a couple books. I wrote a book on whales, and it was all like ghostwriting. So it was, it was just ghostwriting.
What was that? I'm stupid.
So ghostwriting is like if you want to write a book and you don't want to write a book, you hire me to write your book. And you get to give me your outline. That's an option. And so you give me your outline, you give me everything, and then I write.
No shit.
Yeah.
Could it also be me just sitting here and talking, and then you write it, or
not really?
It's just idea, you write it.
It's like you've got to have like your narrative. Yeah, you've got to have your points, and then from there, then I would write it. Yeah. So so I did that. I served for a while. I was catering at Macaroni Grill.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was so fun. Oh my God. Like the best times. The best times of my life.
Yeah.
What did I do after that? Oh, and then I started working foreclosures. So I was kicking people out of their homes in like 07.
Oh, wow.
So,
Uplifting.
It was great. Yeah. It was for a law firm. So it was like I was just fucking grinding for a minute.
You were grinding it.
Oh, it was the worst. And the worst was the really nice, because you can, like culturally, you can kind of see where people are going to be in the calls.
And you got to be the guy that fucking...
Oh, okay, I've got to be people. Yeah, I've got to be Hitler. I've got to be everybody. Yeah. And there were people, and it was always like, it was always like really strong, I'd say like mid 60-year-old men who would call, and they would be so nice, and they would just be like, I'm so sorry that I couldn't pay my mortgage. I want you to know the toilet in the second bathroom was broken. I fixed that. And I'm like, just stop. Like, get the hell out of the house. Like, just stop. You guys are so nice. Just leave.
I can't do this.
Yeah, I can't
I was like, stop. I was like, I want to give you guys as much time as you can. So yeah, that sucked. And then I started my own practice. So,
oh, really? So you were doing that while you had your...
going to school.
Yeah, I was doing that while going to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you graduated from ASU?
From ASU, yeah.
And how long is the law program? 4,000 years?
It was 3 years, yeah.
Because you just rocked it, or?
No, it's normally 3 years.
How long would it take me?
A little longer.
10 years?
10-ish, yeah.
Yeah, probably in that range.
There's reading involved.
Yeah.
Well,
and focusing.
count me out.
And shutting up.
Hey, you know what?
Not gonna do it.
I deserve it. No, I deserve it. I know it. I know it.
That's wild.
So you do that, and then you start your own. You start your own practice. That means you don't go and bid for, or I don't know what the fucking term is, dude.
Yeah.
You don't go to work for another company.
I didn't go on eBay and bid for a job. That's what I would to have done.
So what I said was correct. Is this correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, baby.
So you graduated.
Yeah.
You got your shit, your credentials. You went home. You went Albee Law Firm.
Yeah, that's
Albee
exactly
Law.
it. Yeah.
You got your
And
credentials.
you specialize in
Family law. Yeah.
family law, domestic family stuff.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
You better hit that. You better hit that.
I have a question.
Oh, I thought Richard was going, yeah! He just wants to talk.
No, I have a question. Pardon me.
This is my show.
Fuck you, dude. God damn. Don't do that. It makes me sad, and it's not true. You don't really believe that, do you?
Shut up. God damn it.
So I got a question, Michael Albee. When you are getting certified as a lawyer...
Richard's getting ready for the flood.
When you get your degree as a lawyer, do you get a degree in family law, or is it I am a lawyer?
Yeah.
And then you decide what kind of practice you're going to do.
Yeah, you can totally decide what practice you want to do.
So
usually people get kind of pigeonholed. Like if you go and get your first job and you're doing like warranty law, you end up doing warranty law for 40 years.
Well, how do you become a piece of shit?
Still like Better Call Saul. Is that what you're gonna ask?
No. I think that's the whole question.
When do you become a piece of shit?
That's on the certification. Yeah, you sign for the piece of shit.
You can do anything.
Yeah, you need 2 witnesses.
No, Richard, that was a question I wanted to ask him. Like, you go to law school, you learn everything, right? It's a blanket.
Yeah,
that's exactly.
How do you pick your?
You go with your passion. I mean, so I get all of like new attorneys or second years ask me that question because you got to kind of figure it out. And I think, if you find your passion, like one thing I always liked employment law too. I thought that was a lot of fun, so I looked in there. But generally, you're not going to go to law school and figure out what you want to do because law school, it's all it's constitutional. So you're learning about like.
The Constitution.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. That was like I got this one.
So yeah.
Constitution.
Let me interject real quick. The Constitution.
There's criminal law, which you learn about crimes as well. So yeah, and you can figure all this stuff out. So
right,
yeah.
So the wall of leather-bound books in your office, you've read all those?
I've read most of them, yeah.
Hey, what
I've
about that wall of fucking books when you go down to the goddamn courthouse and you have to file your own thing and you go to the library and the librarian's like, I can't help you with anything. There's the wall right there.
That's what they do, yeah, that's what they do.
You know everything in every one of those books?
I know how to talk to the librarian to get her to give me the answer.
Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. If you are the librarian down there, fuck you, bitch.
So Kathy's really nice.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You know Kathy?
I don't, but they get so much bullshit down there.
Let me tell you something, Michael Albee.
You know what they get?
What?
They get the homeless people from outside who ask them 100 questions all day long.
But I didn't. Michael, I said this.
I can imagine that.
Michael, I said this. I said, hi, my name is Richard. I need to learn how to do such and such. And I can't remember what it was because I've been there so many fucking times. You choose. Whatever it was at that point. Was it my DUI? I don't remember. But I say, hey, I'm looking for this very specific thing. They told me to come here and look at the wall of brochures over here. And they told me if I picked the wrong one, then you did the wrong thing. Yeah. And she goes, fuck you, dude. And I said, listen, Kathy, you don't know I know Michael Albee, you fucking bitch.
And then she helped you.
Aisle 27, Bay 13.
She fucking knew.
Yeah.
So what about public defenders? What the fuck is that?
What do you mean? Like, what do they do?
I don't know, dude.
Did you have a public defender?
That's actually a good question. What do they do?
And how did they get into that? That's not a passion.
You gotta have hours.
So they're the most passionate ones.
Are they?
Yeah,
okay,
they
I kind of figured you were gonna spin it on me. God damn it.
Yeah. But you're just being a dick to the librarian and who else in the public defenders?
But the public defenders. Now let's talk about.
You go free.
How, do they get paid the same? They get paid shit, right?
They get paid shit.
So they
get
choose
big files, yeah.
So that is they probably have more cases than they really should have.
By 50%. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So they get paid less, and they have to deal with tons of me's.
People,
the people who
just like you.
Yes. Which is not good.
Well, just the people are like, I need a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like, here's your fucking lawyer.
Yeah, here they are.
And they're like, hi, I'm Fred. You're like, fuck, dude, get me out of this. Fred's like, I know, dude. All right, I will.
Do some do like pro bono stuff, like regular lawyers though? Like
some do.
Yeah.
Some do pro bono. Not a lot in family, just because there's too much. But they are adding what are called paraprofessionals. So people who are not attorneys can represent in family law, criminal law, and I think employment law.
Does that piss you off?
No, it's fine. I mean, it's definitely, a lot of people are upset about it, but
the demand is fucking so high.
The demand is so high. Yeah.
It's not dipping into your Kool-Aid.
There's literally for 100%
Kool-Aid
for all the family law cases in Arizona per year, 90% of people don't have an attorney. So there's a lot of people that aren't.
Because you guys are expensive.
Because it's expensive. Yeah.
Hey, Barb Cook.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Kidding.
God, it's the second time today I've been like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I've got barbed twice today.
Hey, listen, man. If anything,
the first one was I was anti-barbed.
Oh,
like I used to drive like Barb when we were growing up, and now I don't.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Just gave it
Like I used to drive super cautious like Barb. What?
Yeah, dude.
The fuck?
Hold on.
Did you just say? I didn't hear him.
I didn't either.
just gave it the death stare when I laughed at that. You were like,
I'm gonna get Barb over here. She's gonna cut you.
The only thing I can say on that is Cam will always pick the line with most cars at the stoplight. He'll
He'll never
get,
anymore though.
Do you get over?
I was. I drive like a banshee. What?
Wait, you picked the line with the most cars?
No, I don't.
Not maybe he doesn't anymore because I don't drive him with all that much. But we used
when
to
we were
only
doing smoke drives.
we used to
Maybe I did.
We used to only.
That's fair.
I wanted to be
that's
one
fair.
of the fucking.
Yeah, you're just getting in line.
Yeah,
at that
I wanted
point,
to be with
You wanna
Mr.
blend in.
Rogers and all the other
Yeah,
fuckers.
you're not, like, rolling
We're blending
up.
in. We're blending in. We're blending in.
That was
Sweaty and fucking stoned.
Now it's like everybody on the road is sweaty and stoned, so it doesn't matter.
That was your Bill
Everybody's in the
Gower.
line.
That was your Bill Gower.
The line,
straight arm.
the
I had
straight arm.
I had a buddy. He would just get fucking blasted,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, so he drove a minivan.
Okay.
And I was like, why are you driving them? Why do you drive a minivan?
It's the Cracker Mobile.
And he was like, dude, it's like it's low key, bro.
You're never getting pulled over.
And I was like, but you also get blacked out drunk. So if you're like, he's like, nah, dude. He's like, you just lock the elbow. And I was like,
Car does the rest.
And then I go, and then you never turn? You lock the elbow and then never turn? Or what's the deal? He's like, nah, bro, you just fucking.
Don't worry about it. Yeah,
He was high.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, so
I forgot where we were.
family law
Yeah.
yeah.
and Kathy.
Yeah.
So fuck Kathy and
Yeah.
so you start your own practice.
Yeah.
This is where we were. So you start your own practice at. You have to gain. Okay, hold on a second. How do you start? That's my question. How do you start? You go Michael Albee Law Firm. What's the name of the law firm?
So now I'm with Citadel. So I partnered up last year with a guy from law school. But yeah, it was Albee Law Firm, and
You partnered up.
What was your
So-
initial marketing or whatever you did?
yeah, I so.
Was it
I-
word of mouth?
It was literally like every professor I had in law school, I made sure to have coffee with them,
Nice.
or her. After law school, I would call attorneys, I would text attorneys, I would email attorneys, family law attorneys, just to ask them for advice and like what I could do in practice, how I could be better, forms and different paperwork. I hired a really good paralegal, which helped. And really, I don't want to say it was trial and error because I definitely knew that I was an integral part of people's lives.
Right.
And that's an important thing. And I don't think enough people, whether it be attorney or in general, think about that.
Yeah.
But it was kind of trial and error and figuring out what would work, what wouldn't work based on a lot of research and, knowing the cases and knowing kind of how it worked. But, I would sit in the back of courtrooms and I would just watch other attorneys do what they did. And so I could pick up notes and kind of learn that way. That's what I did. Yeah.
So how do you get a case? How do you get your first case? Do you remember your first case?
So I remember my best early case that I got was this guy whose name I can't tell you, but his name was Michael Schaefer.
Irrelevant. His name was Michael Schaefer.
He was a really funny old guy. He lived in Palm fucking Springs, and he was suing his son for $2 million.
Hell yeah, dude.
And his son was a hedge fund guy in New York. I looked him up, like literally every Googled picture is him with like 4 bleach blondes with double D's. And, he's just living the life, like literally living the Gordon Gekko life.
Yeah.
And his son is
Hookers and cocaine.
all day. All day.
Nice.
And his fucking dad is living in Palm Springs. His dad, I guess, loaned him the $2 million to start the business. So I'm talking to Mike and I'm like, look, I'm very transparent with everybody. I'm like, I'm a brand new attorney. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This doesn't make any sense to me. He's like, doesn't matter. Fuck. He said fuck so much.
You got more responses like that. Like, that's fine. Let's just do this.
Absolutely. That's fine. Doesn't matter. I just want to figure it out. Absolutely. Yeah. People are.
Because that's bold.
I had one fucker wanted to, he was a nice guy. He wasn't a fucker. One guy,
don't lie.
He was a taxi driver. He had like 15 grand and he wanted to sue Uber. And he's ready to give me fucking $15,000. I'm like a year in. I'm like, there's no way I'm fucking taking your money.
Like, hold on, bud. Get in line.
no, but honestly, I think it's because
how many taxi drivers have been trying to sue Uber?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said. I'm like, you're wasting your fucking money. I told him to go put his money towards like, advertising or something better.
Yeah.
What if he said, I want a Suber? Would you have accepted that?
If he was funny with it, I would have considered it. Yeah. Because then at least I know I'm getting a good pun every time I talk to him.
Super.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not going to be charging you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate everyone going along with that. That was great. So what happened with this fucking guy? I like his son a lot.
It's probably not even a good story, but long story short,
you were cutting your teeth on this one.
I was cutting my teeth. He couldn't pay me. He ended up paying me in like $1,000 of $5 bills and a bronze statue that was allegedly guaranteed
Indiana
worth 5,000. Yeah. And so
contingency for that one. Did you ever get any money back?
I got $1,000 in a bronze statue for.
Did you ever get any of the $2 million for him?
No, we didn't touch the $2 million. I wish. So and the guy, the son was such a dick. Like just the biggest dick in the world.
The dad had 15 grand in a statue. The son had 2 million. Who's going to win that one?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The
it?
guy with the $2 million. Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what happened. He had his high powered attorneys called me. They filed like 3 different things and we were out. That's exactly
right. And you're
right.
fresh into it.
And I'm fresh into it.
That's got
you're like, oh, these fucking guys, he countered what we're doing. And you're going, holy fuck, I'm dealing with these guys who have been in the game for 20 years. 20 years.
And that's been the early part of practice is going up against these people who are fucking intimidating. There's this one woman, family law attorney, her name's Gloria Kales. She's a fucking badass. She's been practicing like 35 years. She's 5 foot nothing and chewed my face off in a deposition. And
I'm hard.
And that's where I say
sorry.
And that's where, I say it's like trial by error. I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't feel comfortable with everything, but some of these people are just fucking
intimidating. Is the statue on your mantle?
I still have it. It's on my desk.
Fuck yeah.
Of course, yeah.
That's huge.
You got to keep it.
Have you got it appraised?
So I had to. You have to if you take property.
You gotta get it
legal jargon. God. And when you say trial by error, do you get hard because it's a fucking lawyer pun?
Nope.
Okay.
I prefer non-lawyer puns.
Okay.
So yeah.
Or you said trial by fire. Damn it.
Yes, yeah.
I got hard for you. I get hard a lot on the show.
Apparently.
I'm hard right now, but it's small, so you're
talking about the little one.
Okay, so that's something you cut your teeth on early in practice. What I was trying to ask before, and now I'm fucking it up again, is how do you get cases? I mean, how do people even know you exist? I understand that you probably have to do a little bit of
sexual favors.
Yeah. God damn it! Promoting yourself in various ways. I don't even know what that looks like 10 years ago. Was it MySpace or whatever?
It was AIM.
But how do people know you exist?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, as we were kind of talking about earlier, and like the devil that is, but social media.
Yeah,
I mean, really being able to put myself out there.
Word of mouth goes a long way.
Word of mouth goes a long way. Yeah, one like kind of mantra phrase that I've been thinking about lately is just like acting with kindness will end up opening up a lot of doors.
100%.
And really, I think if you act with kindness and you work your ass off, and people see that, they're gonna give you a call. And especially being. Especially it's all when people are in times of need. So it's such a need-based field that when people have urgency, they're going to call somebody.
Yeah,
so that's kind of what it is. I mean, it
and
really
you're
was.
You're in a field that's that's family domestic.
Yep.
It's not like criminal.
No,
you're dealing with heartstrings all day, and it's a thing.
All
kids and
all
parents, and it's
you're
the one who has to sort it out, kind of, and figure out who's.
I have to sort out everybody's bullshit.
Do you do stuff?
And in like,
you're kind of a therapist.
So I mean, one of the lines that like my buddy uses, he's a family law attorney. He's like, listen, your therapist is gonna be a lot cheaper, but people still fucking call. And I can't tell you the last time that I had a drive home from work where I wasn't talking to somebody about why they can't get their kid into karate or what to do with the fucking vaccine.
Wow.
And they stole my stimulus check and just everything. Yeah.
Do you do Department of Child Safety stuff?
I do some DCS stuff. Yeah. That stuff's heavy.
That's
heavy.
Yeah. So that's the court system that I was involved in. Of all the court things I've been involved in, that was the one that was the girthiest and took the longest.
I bet. Yeah.
When you do a DUI, they you serve your nickel and then whoa. and then you just get on with your life.
Did you have like was it the gag reflex?
Yeah,
you were talking about prison and you started to.
Yeah.
Memories. No. Richard never went to prison.
No, I went to jail, baby.
Nah.
Yeah, baby, I went to jail. Dude, I threw the burritos in that goddamn dryer. You know what you got to do is you got to throw that burrito in the dryer, baby. You want to heat that thing up. Do you know what I'm talking about? No. Dude. In the vending machine, you get a cold burrito and you just go over to the dryer, you chuck it in there.
No.
Turn it on, you warm that sucker up.
It doesn't unwrap?
Doggy, it does.
It's adhesive.
No, what happens
That
is
shit is
glued.
no,
it is
centrifugal
dipped
force.
in-
Centrifugal force keeps it to the side.
Because when I was in Tent City, I just put it out on the metal.
Oh, that'll do.
That's smart.
July.
Yeah, I went.
Like you were in Tent City, Cam?
Me too.
What?
Oh my God! What?
Hell yeah! I had rats crawling on me. It was fucking baller shit.
These are criminals.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
No. No, we're not.
Yeah, very first day I got in there.
We're just.
Cigarette packs
People.
were flying over the fence, and you would just see these little roaches go. They were cute. They were people.
Human. Yeah.
And you go, whoa.
wild.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Like gift bags and stuff?
Gift bags, drugs, cigarettes.
kinda cool.
I'm not exactly sure because it was right there.
It was wild.
Yeah, right there on the. I mean, people could drive up, throw cigarettes over. They knew exactly what time they were going to be there, what section of the yard they were going to be at. It was fucking crazy. And I have a whole other story that I told on the podcast before, but I knew, and and if we bleeped shit out, I could tell you. But there was a guy that we went to school with, who was a DO. And I go, hey, Jerry, right?
I'm pretty sure Mike knows him.
No, you know who. I'll tell you after this.
All right.
But I go, Jerry. And he goes, turn the fuck around.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, don't you fucking look at me. And he like starts patting me down all hard and shit. And I was like, hey. I was like, what the and I'm like,
Classic, dude.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm like, it's like the first time in New York or something.
Thought your
Like,
shit was so cool.
I'm like looking around like,
That's great.
This is crazy in here. I'm like, Jerry's in here. And
Jerry's in here.
I call it, he's like, we don't fucking use first names in here. All this crazy shit. I was like, oh my God.
Holy shit.
And I was like, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew
Oh,
who the fuck
absolutely,
I
yeah.
was. And he wasn't, I don't think, treated very well in high school.
Yeah.
And I think that he got that job to sort of feel powerful, and he asserted himself.
I mean,
he was like,
He asserted himself.
the best thing to do
And it
with
was-
someone who was suppressed in high school is
Yes.
to give him a gun, you know?
Can we say their name? I'll bleep it out.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's
Oh,
funny.
really?
Yes. And he had thinned down quite a bit from
He was
high
a big
school.
dude.
Very big dude.
A
He
really big dude,
He was
yeah.
probably about 50 pounds less and
Wow.
trying to look different
Yeah.
than he did before.
I could see him being a dick.
And he was just like,
yeah.
and I was just like, wow, and he was just patting me down all hard and like pushing me up against the fence and shit. I was like, oh my God. Because I was like, hey.
Yeah. Hey, bud.
Yeah.
it's like
And I was, here's the thing, dude. I swear on everything that is holy in this world, I was nice to him. I never said anything mean to him. I was never rude to him. I never, I never acted, because I didn't stick up for him. I will say that. I didn't like step in and be like, hey guys.
I don't know if he got picked on.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But he was not impressed.
He probably picked on himself more than anything.
That's a good point.
You guys are probably
right. He's just like, I'm fucking not that cool.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me? Fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I don't know. He probably had some.
He's just sitting in class.
He had some mirror sessions where he's just like, I fucking hate you. I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Probably.
You're right.
But where were you, dude? You didn't fucking stick up for him against himself.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. You're going to get it.
Have you always been such a thoughtful person? Or is this like a newer development over like the last decade?
I'm an only child, so I think we tend to be in our heads a lot.
Because you're
so I wouldn't say thoughtful. Yeah.
I would disagree.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
Really?
I mean, I really mean it. I would say like there's a lot of introspection that comes without having siblings. So
right.
I think whatever is coming out is just an aspect of that comes out.
Interesting point. But I will say from the outside perspective, like seeing anything that you decide to post publicly or whatever it is usually seems to be very thorough and thought out. And,
I see what you're saying.
It's genuine and sweet and kind and always has like a very positive message.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that.
I try and do that.
Here's the thing. There are people that do it that bother me.
Yeah.
And there's almost just like this underlying thing that you almost can't point to exactly. You almost feel like it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And that I'm like, then just don't do it.
I know you and I know that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. But when
Sort of a thought, right?
Yeah. And when I see your stuff, I'm always like, I always process it and I actually take what you're saying and I think about it. And even when you were just talking before, like there are things that you say that resonate a lot with me. You're also a real human being, which I also appreciate. So when you let a F word go and you're not worried about, being judged for saying a cuss word, like as if nobody's cussing, that shit's crazy to me. But that whole thing has been years and years of watching you sort of just display this really beautiful thought process in a very genuine way. And then, so I had no idea you were into books, or I never knew you ghost wrote for anything or did any of that. I just thought you were an attorney, a fucking kick-ass dad. And then you posted, I don't remember how long ago it was that you wrote a book.
Yeah.
So where does that come from? How long has that process been for you? What made you decide to say, I'm going to write a book?
Yeah.
And what's it about?
So the book is pretty fucking exciting. I'm pretty excited about the book.
Hell yeah.
I don't get excited about a lot, but I'm pretty excited about the book.
We are too.
It's a fiction book. It's my editor says it's a cross between American Psycho and Deadpool. So it's pretty fucked up, to be honest.
Nice.
The birth of the book was I was going through just the worst toxic relationship that I've ever had. Needed to get the words out. Put the words on paper, ended up having like 15,000 words of just garbage, to be honest. Like it was just drivel. It was like just ramblings, a lot of shit. So wrote that out, and then based on those kind of core concepts, when COVID hit, I needed something to do. And so I started writing my book, and I picked up these 15,000 words. My girlfriend was super supportive. Carly, my daughter, super supportive. So I turned those fucking 15,000 words into about 80. And 80,000 fucking words. Yeah.
I thought you edited it down to 80
It's a short book. Yeah.
It's a haiku now.
It's a haiku. Yeah, it's just a couple.
My bad. Told you I was stupid, baby.
Yeah.
I lied to you. You know I lied to you. Okay.
That's what it is.
80,000 words.
And it's a fun book. I really tried to have fun with it. It's pretty dark. It's kind of about like the chaos that's all around us, the voices in our head, how we deal with both. And I had a lot of fun with it.
Have you named this book?
Yeah, it's called Karma, hereinafter referred to as K. It's going to get published here in about 2 months, and then the official launch date is like 4th of July-ish. But there's some kind of background stuff where if that happens, then everything's going to change. So
some good stuff?
Yeah, good stuff. I have an editor who long story long again. I have an editor that I got, and she's really great. She published the Hunger Games, and she
little book
fucking loved it. And so she's like, "Can I be your agent?" And I was like, "Fuck! I mean, I'm not going to say no to that." So, knock on all the wood. She's going to start kind of pushing it in about 3 weeks, and if she does that, then everything will change because then it'll go to like a big publisher. And yeah, I'm excited.
It's a big fucking deal.
It's a big fucking deal. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
So what? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say everything unfolds in your favor.
Yeah.
And does law take a little backseat?
Law takes a little bit of a backseat. Yeah.
So your partnership, you say, "Yo, I'm fucking huge now." Sorry, Gary or whatever.
Jerry.
Always Gary.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though.
Gary's
Your book.
Weirdo.
So your book fucking hits it hard.
Yeah.
New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
What do you do though?
Well, that's the question, right? So I've got 2 other ones that I've got on deck to write. I've got 2 other books that I can write. And I still would practice law. I mean, I really enjoy it. So I definitely would not take as many cases, but I would probably take like 5 a year.
That would be cool to be represented by like a best-selling novelist.
That would be good, right?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be good. I could put that out.
Yeah.
For
sure.
You could write a book about it.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. John Grisham, he's my lawyer too. So whatever. Show up or not. Whatever.
Okay, so you're in a relationship.
Yeah. I've got a girlfriend.
How long have you been,
We've been knowing since like 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
relative.
Time.
Yeah.
That's time.
It's a little time.
It's like right in between. It's not new and it's not totally
it's,
old
it's
yet.
in that like let's figure things out stage.
How'd you meet her?
She was a client. And then after after she wasn't a client,
shitting when you eat.
She became somebody that I shat on while I ate.
Dude,
So,
I can't get any more hard on this podcast.
Dude, Richard's gonna blow his
Dude, I just fucking Good God, Mike.
Yes.
No, so she was now
Classic.
Dude,
that's a book, dude. You got a new book fucking ready to go.
Oh my God. Oh, I love you. So you guys
50 Shades of Albee.
Yeah, God damn. Call it discreet. Call it discreet excrete.
100% excretion. Full excretion. That's the name of the book.
So,
nice, brother.
That's really funny.
I have a question, as I tend to do on the show. Now, is Carly involved in the relation? And not okay. Let me.
Yeah. So
it went. The question. It wasn't weird.
How long did that take?
That made it weird, I think.
How long?
So
how long did you last?
Oh
God.
If I had my phone on me, I'd show you. But
do you know what I'm saying to you?
So Carly and I, we have such a close relationship.
Right.
So literally,
Very clear.
she knows about everything that goes on in my life. You kind of asked me earlier about like where it all comes from. If there's any like honesty and truth that comes out on the page or wherever it is, it's the relationship that I have with her.
Yeah.
So everything's really open. She knows about my dating life. I try not to like inundate her with shit because, she's fucking 14. So
for real,
she doesn't necessarily need it. But yeah, she knows, and she's met.
She's got her own shit going on.
Oh my God. She's got so much fucking tea to spill. Like every day it's like this boy.
At that point, she's just
holy shit. Yeah. It's hard to keep up with.
Shit.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up. Yeah.
Fuck.
How old are yours?
1 and 3.
Oh, so you've got a minute.
My daughter's 3 years old.
You've got a minute.
Late bloomer.
Yeah. You've got 3 years till she's thinking about boys.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, so I mean, it really depends on the kid because I have a 12-year-old totally uninterested in anything like that.
That's nice.
She's very committed to her like education, and she's very focused on that kind of thing. And
awesome.
like building her friendship group is like 3 girls, but they're all super smart and they hang out together. And then my 8-year-old daughter June has already had like 3 or 4 boyfriends. Found out the other day she kissed her boyfriend last year. So
wow,
yeah, things like that are happening.
That's how it is. It's one or the other, though.
Yeah. First kiss I ever had was 5. Marissa. What's up, Marissa?
Wow.
Prince of Peace, baby. Hey! Oh. She's farted a lot. I remember. She farted a lot, and we slept on those blue mats on the floor, and I used to sleep close to her, but I would be like, she smells like farts a lot. But I still love her.
You went to Prince of Peace?
No, I didn't.
You just snuck in at 5?
Wow.
No, I went to whatever the one on Campbell is. There was a church there. I couldn't remember the name, so I said Prince of Peace just to bring it around, and you called me.
I went to Prince of Peace.
I
and
know.
I didn't see you.
God damn it, Cam.
Walking up and down the halls.
I can't remember.
You're like, I don't remember. A
Cam would have set me
I
straight.
remember you.
Yeah, Cam would have fucking set me straight.
What you doing here? What you doing here?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm here to poop.
I came to be the prince.
I came for the graham crackers and peanut butter. You know I did. Oh,
Green eggs and yeah. Anyway, it didn't work.
I always catch those when I listen back.
Yeah.
I'm like, why was I not paying
I
attention?
slip some in every once in a while.
Yeah. So you guys been together for 8 months. And Carly has known the entire time, which is really cool.
Yeah,
you
they're
guys
buds. Yeah.
You guys have a great relationship. It's so apparent. Like
good,
there is. God, like I said before, there is such bullshit out there. I'm fucking guilty of it, by the way.
We all are.
People are like, you are so good with your kids. I am so jealous of you and your kids. I'm like, you have no fucking clue what I don't post.
That's exactly right.
I just put Charlie's head was right here, and I just grabbed it with my toes, and I just pushed his head down into the ground like this, and just was like, get away from me. And then I post this like, la-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-da, and everyone's like, you are so close with your kids. I'm like, no, I just had my pinky toe in Charlie's nose because he's just, you know.
The black eye would say otherwise.
Whippersnapper. Who? What?
Well,
the black guy.
From the thumb.
The black eye.
I thought you said the black guy. I was like, what black guy?
Just the one in your corner.
Yeah, the one over there.
I was there.
Yeah.
He's
That's
like,
not
bullshit.
that's not what happened.
I call bullshit.
But yeah, so 8 months. Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
What was dating? Is she gonna hear this? It doesn't matter. What was dating? What was dating like?
She knows everything. I'm open with her.
Okay, so
yeah.
what was dating like? Were you on apps?
I've done apps. Yeah, I've done apps.
How did that go, baby?
Have you done apps?
He's legit in the middle of.
So you're just starting the apps?
No, I'm a veteran of the apps.
Okay, you're a vet of the apps.
You want to hear what's going on right now?
Please, yeah.
Here, should I tell you about it?
Please.
Okay, so
You know Robert Duvall in Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah.
Otto?
Yeah.
That's him in the apps.
So I was just talking about this with
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Like,
good.
I'll go be like, hey, Richard, how do we do these apps?
Yeah.
And he's like, we're going to need some time.
Where's a whiteboard?
48 hours ain't going to cut it.
Never rains when it pours.
Yeah.
He's got columns.
I mean, I don't have any STDs.
That's good.
No.
So that's a positive.
Have you gotten tested?
No.
So that'd be the first step.
So, I'm just kind of basing it on like pus factor. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
Like
God.
if the pus factor's low, I'm in the cloud here.
You're not in the clear.
Yeah.
If the pus factor's low, you're good to go.
Damn it! Attaboy.
No pus.
He's like
no pus.
low, no pus.
And I was like, yeah, mine was terrible. God, I was reaching hard. So, yes, I do. Can we talk about you real quick, though?
Sure.
When you did do the apps,
Yeah.
did you fornicate? Or did you just masturbate? Or did you just date?
I mean, probably all of the above. Is there a
Nice.
D option? Wait, when you say like would I go onto the apps and masturbate to the
Yeah,
apps?
that was a joke. Actually, that's not a joke. I have done that.
I feel like there's better things out there than still pictures of.
As you're telling him, I'm like, yep.
Listen,
What's the fourth one, though? What's the D, dude?
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
you and your Tinder date look at Tinder together and masturbate.
That's
That's
a
a
good.
thing?
That's a good D.
That's a thing. I don't know if it's a thing.
Have you done that?
No, but
That's a thing.
dude, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a sexual deviant and I've got problems.
Okay.
So let's get that out there. And I think everybody does know that. But when you were on the apps, what kind of experiences were you having? Because I'll share some of my experiences with you. Were you having like, hello, Gretchen just very large me today. We're going to have some coffee
That's
together.
pretty much every experience.
We're going to have coffee today. We're going to have tea and crumpets. And then she's like, oh, it'd be excellent if I could nibble on the tip of your ding dong for a little bit. You're like, oh, that'd be great if I could eat a little of your biscuit. Or was it more like, yo, what's up, baby? And she was like, hey, let me see your poop shoot. And you were like, here. And you just went... What was it like?
Kind of like a mix of both those.
Yeah, probably.
Biscuits and poop shoots, pretty much.
How long were you on the apps?
A bit, yeah. I was single for a minute. But yeah, it's a range of that. I would say I probably had one like semi-serious relationship and then a couple
from Tindy
women that just wanted to see the poop shoot. And so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look like you have a gigantic poop shoot.
Right. Yeah.
And you're like,
I want to see that.
Right.
You can.
You're like, yeah. I knew you knew. I knew you would.
There was a kismet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it's been a while. So I used them for. I probably haven't used them in 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's There's every range of whatever you want to find on the apps.
Okay, but you were
At the tip of your fingers, literally.
Literally,
Like
just the tip of your fingers at any point.
What were you looking for? Were you just open to whatever, or were you like, I want to fuck, or were you like, I want a relationship?
That's a good question. I mean, I think I probably didn't know, to be honest. I mean, I think that's why I was on the apps, because I didn't fucking know.
Totally.
And it's got a mix of, oh, this is intriguing enough to be a relationship, or this is not intriguing enough to where, I'll come over for an awkward night of watching Netflix, and the best part is probably going to be watching Netflix.
Yeah.
It's weird. I've had some awkward experiences.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gets weird really quick for me. So here's what happened today. So I always have a bit of an interesting thing. Almost daily, I have some sort of interaction on these apps that sort of. I'm sort of addicted to it, like the chaos of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And talking to a whole bunch of different people and
Yeah.
having to navigate conversation all over the place. There's a part of it that is very stimulating to me. Now, today was a very weird thing because it was going normally.
Yeah.
And I was very silly on the app. I'm very silly up front. I present silly, if you will. And she was responding to it fine, you know what I mean? And then she was like, my phone's being all glitchy, because she was making a lot of spelling errors and I was fucking with her or whatever. And she's like, this app's all glitchy. I was like, yeah, this app's bullshit. And that's usually my fucking little move.
We should probably text. Yeah.
Babe. So we moved to text quite quickly. And so here's my go-to.
Yeah.
Almost every single time. And sorry, I spit on you a little bit. I apologize.
I thought that was part of the go-to.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. No, I just go. I always say like, "Hey, it's Gary." That's my opening line. Hey, it's Gary.
It's pretty good,
right? And they are usually like, "Oh my god, let's suck your dick." And then that's not the way that this one went. She goes, "The fuck?" Like question mark? Like the fuck? And I was like, "It's Richard, weirdo." Like joking, like ba da ba da ba, like that. And she goes, "You ready?" Shit got weird. She goes, I'm the weirdo, ... And I go, I'm silly. She goes, clearly. Calling yourself Gary and then calling me a weirdo for saying the fuck about it. I'm very honest. I don't like that kind of joking before I know someone. I don't know your intentions yet.
Yeah.
And I just gave her that face.
That's a good face. The little shocked, wide-eyed face.
Yeah, like, oh, what just happened here?
Your little Gary goofies aren't working on this one, dude. She's like Angela from The Office. Like, I don't fucking find that funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're exactly who I'm picturing now.
Yeah. Half hot.
So
I went out with one woman who we got set up. Actually, we went out and we had like a really good date, and called the next day and she's like, so we didn't really talk about your past. And I'm like, I just got out of a relationship like 6 months ago, but I'm pretty good at dating.
Yeah.
And she fucking freaked out. She's like, you were in a relationship 6 months ago? I'm like, yeah. 8 minutes later, I'm like, well, I gotta go. Yeah, dude. They freak out. It's like
chances are that she's gonna find people that were in a relationship 6 months ago.
Yeah, believe it or not,
Holy fuck.
these apps didn't just exist.
Whoa! You're not just.
Yeah, you didn't wait your whole fucking life. Like, it was stupid. It was so stupid.
But you're on an app.
Freak out. They freak out. So yeah, I'm very happy to be off the apps. I'm so happy to be off the apps.
Every once in a while, I take like a little break.
Yeah.
I just need a break from it and sort of
I mean, what do you want? You want
good question.
The ambiguity?
Kid question. I feel. Can I talk serious for a second?
I mean, you're using your serious.
And
voice.
this is a fresh. What he's going to tell you, because I know, this is fresh Richard right now.
Okay.
What he's feeling, because it's different than the normal Richard thing that you would think. Am I wrong?
No. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
No, it's a little bit different.
No. So the relationship with my wife.
Okay.
Which is so bizarre to say. Because it's like I'm saying it in past tense, yet it's present tense.
That's a good point, yeah.
So it's a very weird. So the relationship that ended with my current wife.
My wifed.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, just my wife.
It was very damaging, and it fucked me up a little bit as far as being able to sit in a relationship still and be able to let things roll off my shoulders, to be able to endure small arguments, because I've done like 2 or 3 relationships since separating from my wife.
From your current wife?
From my current wife. Okay.
Your wife.
Yes.
And those relationships went quick because I always found a reason to get out. Yeah. I could always nitpick a thing. Whereas for 6 years leading up to that, I was in a very committed relationship.
You can't even say it without laughing.
It's the first time I've ever heard someone snort saying I was in a committed relationship.
I was in a marriage.
Mike, it's so fucking bananas, bro. That like it's just a bonkers ass fucking deal.
So what are you looking for now?
Yeah, so right now I'm just looking to fill moments.
Okay.
And when they ask me that question, my general answer is I'm here for experiences.
That's a good answer.
Whether it's long term, whatever, it's long term with big worm or it's short
big worm. Dude, that was good.
I just say I'm here for experiences, and actually that is correct.
Yeah.
But it is also my way of telling them you have the opportunity to escape now.
Yeah.
Unscathed.
Yeah.
You won't get herpes from me, and I'm not going to break your heart.
Right.
I don't have herpes. I don't think.
What'd you say? No pus, no fuss?
I believe it. No pus, no fuss.
Yeah. It's fine.
No sores, no horse.
That's pretty good.
Okay. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for experience.
Fair.
Here's the thing.
And you don't bullshit them, which is good.
Yeah, no.
Disclaimer up front is everything.
You have to. I did the same thing.
He's dubbed it the disclaimer because
disclaimer.
I give him the disclaimer, and it is lovely because 9 out of 10 times they're out.
Yeah.
Right? But then there's one.
The crazy one.
There's one, and usually I can smell that pussy through the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Still through the app.
Yeah.
You haven't even moved to text at that point.
The smell-o-vision.
I'm like, is that my upper lip?
Snail trail.
Oh. Like, is that my upper lip or is that? Well, because it's updated. I my phone updated last night. Smell-o-vision. And but that 1 out of 10 is down to do some crazy shit. But the problem is I do have these relationships that are more long term with people in the community. I don't know how to even fucking say something like that.
That was That was good.
People, regular civilians, if you will.
Sure.
I have these really like emotional relationships with people, and I'll talk to one of them for a little while, and I'll start to feel like maybe I do want to try this again. But then like the trauma comes back up, and then I instantly revert back into that person that can quickly find something that I don't like, and so I can run away.
Yeah.
The bail trail.
And it sucks. Yeah. From snail trails to bail trails.
That's it.
And that's kind of the cycle that I've been in for the last 4 years. Yeah. See, I loved fucking my wife. She would get in my asshole in some places where I say, hey, listen, I didn't even know that was the end of the lollipop. You know, I just, my eyes would light up and I would be like, I love you, you know, and we could fuck every day and I never wanted to fuck anybody else. She smelled my butthole. You know, you can't get more
intimate.
Yeah. She's licking under my ball sack and you're looking down and you got this fuck up face and you're like, I mean, you can't be more intimate with that person. And so I get really, when sex is good for me, Mike, I'm feeling very vulnerable but safe. Like my titties can come out and I got no problem. Yeah. Like my long fucking toe comes out and she'll suck on it and it's like all good. That's when sex is good, when you feel as comfortable as you possibly can. And that's what I had with my wife. Yeah. And so so I go out and I have this really uncomfortable sexual experience after uncomfortable sexual experience. It starts to wear on me where I'm like, I just want to go back to where I feel comfortable. So I have these, you know, gals in the community that I start to get these civilians and that I start to, you know, talk to regularly, and I start to go, oh man, I think I might want to maybe embark on this journey again. Yeah. Then some little fucking thing happens and I'm like, I don't talk to them for like 2 weeks, and then they stop talking to me, and then like 2 months goes by.
Well, by then you're done.
Yeah. And then I'll say, hey, though, like 2 months later, and they just answer, fuck you, like that kind of shit. And I'm like, God damn it. And I feel bad, you know, because when you start to emotionally invest and then they start to emotionally invest in you, and I don't give them the disclaimer, you know, these people out in the community.
Civilians.
These civilians, they, you know, I'm actually feeling it, you know, I'm not just saying, hey, I'm going to lay pipe. Like, I'm like, hey, let's, you know, go do something.
Romantically lay some pipe.
Lay pipe, but let's have coffee too.
I'll maybe get you a creamer at the end of the day.
Oh my God. Yeah. All of a sudden, Mike.
That happens though. I was in the exact same cycle. But the problem is, as you said, the cycle is pretty empty at the end of the night or in the beginning of the morning.
Yeah, my balls were.
That's the worst part.
My balls were empty.
No, but really, that's the worst part of these apps.
You're right.
It's just cyclical.
You're absolutely right. So when you found your girlfriend,
it's a dose.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Here's the other fucking thing, and I would love to get your perspective on this, because we ain't no spring chickens no more. Sure. Right. So we're at this point in our lives where it's like doing what I'm doing is not as glamorous. You know what I mean? I'm not 25 anymore. I'm 35. Yeah. I need a little bit of like routine. Yeah. The other thing is that I have these 3 kids that I'm raising, you know, with my mom and dad, basically. They're helping me raise my kids. Yeah. It's hard for me to give that side of me fully and not bring them directly into the circle. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. So I have to really know that I'm digging this person. For them to really connect with them, they've got to come into my life. Yeah. Just like your girlfriend had to sort of come into yours.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you guys decided to just go forward and you're like, okay, let's do this relationship things, did things go quicker as far as everything, really?
Yeah. I mean, I think you kind of get rid of all the fear that's keeping you from it.
Yeah.
You know, once you dive in or jump out of the plane, you're out of the plane. You can't get back into the plane. You can't put the parachute back in. So it's pretty easy. Yeah. Once you get to that point, then it's not difficult to like, it just works. It just works. And because especially with your kids, I mean, they're always going to be the priority.
Yeah.
So with them being the default, it's really simple.
So do you feel like when you guys came together, hopefully you guys did. but when you guys joined in a relationship, did you guys just know what you wanted and you say, hey, listen, this is kind of what I want?
Yeah, I got to the point where I was sick of having those empty mornings.
Yeah.
And then did a little bit of work on myself where I just didn't date at all for probably 6 months, probably six to like 8 months, where like literally no apps, no dating, no civilians, like nothing.
No civilians?
Nothing. And after that, got sucked back into, you know, a young 25-year-old blonde girl again, and ended up getting, you know, there's only so much, like, it's fucking miserable. She was a fucking child.
Yeah.
And so after that, it was like, I really want a real relationship. And honestly, it's great because it's the comfortability. It really is. That is like, you can't put a price on that. You know, you can put a price on a piece of ass. You can't put a price on that. Yours is probably, I'm sure, less than mine.
Yeah,
but
significantly.
Was trying to have conversation with the 25-year-old piece of ass kind of like, well, this sucks. Because you say something that's like, all right, ball's in your court. What do you think? And she's like, fucking, I don't know.
Feel like
That's exactly
teaching him all
right.
the time.
Yeah.
And I'm not, yeah, exactly. You're like teaching them, and I don't want to do that. I want to have like a reciprocal relationship. I don't want to teach
I want to
someone.
hear your actual thoughts and, you know, good conversation.
Yeah, and not just bullshit.
Not
all the
just
time.
bullshit.
And it's not
Right.
putting down a 25-year-old woman, because, I mean, there could be a very intellectual 25-year-old woman.
Yeah.
But wait. No, it's true. No, it's true. I've talked to a few.
No. What Richard said, for sure.
But there is a
To cover me, thank you. Yes.
No,
yes,
but
100%.
But here's what I noticed. It's less about the intellect, and it's more about when you are referencing things.
Yeah.
Your references are off.
That's what
They make no sense.
that's legit what I was talking about.
Yeah, you can't talk about Seinfeld and
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And they go, what? And you go, I never thought in a million years I would ever be in this situation where I would say a thing to a pretty young lady, and she would not know what I'm talking about. And that has happened.
Yeah.
You're on a little bit of a date. You're doing a little golfy thing. You're being silly. And then one of my hot punchlines is a decade pre her.
Yeah.
That's 100% what I was referring to.
Yeah. And they don't get it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you remember that scene where he's crawling out of the fucking rhino's butt and she's like, Justin Bieber? Like, no!
Yeah.
And thank you, Richard, for
covering
me on that one.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to put this out there. Yes, I've had plenty of intellectual conversations with 25-year-olds. Got it.
It's just the references.
The references.
And listen, if you're 25 and you're listening to Scar Sketch, please share this. Share this with your friends.
We're not talking about you.
We ain't talking about you. If you're watching this podcast, you're fucking in. You're in and you're cool and we like it.
Oh, shit. So, I've got it because I kind of want to get on board with this because I used to do this. Radiate.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
Come to hot yoga.
You still doing it?
Yeah, I do hot yoga. Yeah, I used to. I taught there for a minute, and then now I'm just practicing. But it's a good practice. Yeah, it's hot as shit.
See, I'm scared of that one. I have never done that.
Okay.
I've done plenty of just regular.
Okay.
You know, not Bikram or whatever.
So did you ever do Bikram at all?
Never once.
Okay. See, I started with Bikram. Yeah.
Okay, so you're fucking all over it.
How do you get
I
certified?
like the heat.
300 hours?
300. So you do a 200 and then there's a 300. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
And then you are technically a certified instructor.
Yeah.
You could open your own practice. That would be the shit.
But that would be tough. Yeah. No, I love teaching. I really love that studio.
Do you do just regular or do you only do hot yoga?
I do regular like at home and stuff, but if I go to a studio, that's where I go. Yeah.
Shit. Because I kind of want to just like follow you, but if I do, I got to do the hot.
You got to do the hot. Yeah.
All right.
It's
I gotta earn my way to your class then.
It's really
strenuous.
I don't want to say, I was going to say like it's addicting. Like,
of course it
you
is.
you get
Yeah.
a fucking high. Yeah.
Yeah.
From sweating and not being able to breathe.
I used to do yoga quite a bit.
Did you? Did you practice somewhere? Or?
So Eden and I used to go to Club SAR and do it, just
Nice.
like little thing years ago.
I loved that place.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that still? I don't even know if it's still around, but
I know it was before COVID, but I don't know.
oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
then shit. I bet it's still
Yeah,
is.
probably,
But,
yeah.
Scottsdale.
yeah,
It's like a Scottsdale thing.
yeah. And then I would go to classes here and there randomly at different places, and then I would do it at home.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a long time. Fuck.
We'll go to Radiate.
Huh.
Yeah.
See,
I
my-
You'll
want
like it.
to.
You'll
My-
like it.
But I'm scared to do the hot shit because
That's
I'll
the
pass
best.
out and die, and then it's your.
They
then it's
give
your
you
fault.
cold towels every day. It's awesome. Yeah.
So I have a really
right.
bad back.
Okay.
And I'm not very flexible. Like, I can sit like this kind of shit, but like I can't bend down and touch my toes.
Yeah.
That's the kind of flexibility I lack. And my sister was like, you should really start doing yoga. And
Yeah.
I'm always like, yeah, I will. And then I never do.
So you guys will both come next week?
Yeah.
You're like, actually,
want
next
to
week I'm-
so bad. No, like I'm just scared of the hot thing. I
that's
think I'm
fair.
gonna
Have a
fucking
bad
pass out and
back, you
die.
should start out slow though.
That's
You
fair.
I've got a strong back,
Yeah.
strong legs.
Yeah.
I can do it. It's just
It's the heat.
the hot thing.
Yeah. And it usually takes like 2 classes to get used to it.
And I can bail if I need to.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the instructors, they put like 25 cold towels on you.
What kind of?
Here's the thing, though. Like, I want you to be my guru.
I can go. I can give you tips. You'd
But
have fun with
you
it.
run classes, though, don't you?
Not anymore, no.
You're not doing that.
No, I stopped like when COVID hit. Yeah, I stopped back then. Yeah.
Carve it.
You can only do so many things, Mike.
I know, right? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
You,
kinda-
you
yeah.
wrote a fucking novel.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to go huge. You're running a family law firm.
Yeah.
You're a partner. Hey, so what the fuck is a partner?
Just someone who you're partners with.
No. God damn it. Because, like, you're an attorney,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You just came out, right? You cut your teeth on fucking Old Man Witherspoon's case from...
Jerry and the statue.
Yeah, Jerry and the statue,
Yeah.
right? You're fucking out there, you're bumping, you're grinding, you're fucking wow, 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 wow. You're genuine.
Bow, 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 bees.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
genuine.
yeah.
And then I never understood, yes, I'm a partner. I'm a partner. What do you mean? How many partners? This is a big law firm. How many partners are there? Like,
Yeah, I mean, there can be however many you want.
See?
It's like any business. You can
no.
Have you ever heard of Barnett Delaney Perkins Eye Center? Do you know that all those people are partners in this eye center, dude?
You know what? That just cleared everything up for me.
Yeah, dude. If they decided to bring on 5 other people, it would be Colby and Dirk and fucking Albee and Skirts and Durkeys and whatever. Law firm and associates.
That's right.
So,
right?
But
It's just like Barnett Delaney. That's
It's
exactly
just like
right.
Barnett Delaney Perkins.
That's right.
no, okay, so you have Albee Law Firm, and then
That's right.
you get another attorney to come work for you or whatever, and then after a while, you're just like, we should be partners?
Yeah, we graduated at the same time at a law school. He had a estate planning practice on the East Valley, and so yeah, we just decided to partner up about a year ago.
Okay, so just I thought that was like a term of status.
It is, but not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought, okay, I didn't know how I thought it meant like you've been doing it for a long enough period of time. You have enough cases won or whatever.
Like Fletcher Reed and Liar Liar.
Yes,
yeah.
Fletcher.
He made partner.
Thank God we're not 25, so we get the reference.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just like Fletcher. Yeah, and that's true. Yeah, you kind of work your way up to getting to that point, but
Or
it's not like we just started it.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you knew this. You guys were both coming up.
Yeah.
Like if Cam and I were lawyers, we would be partners.
You guys would be
It'd be
partners,
the Dick
exactly.
and Booney.
It would be the Dick and Booney's law firm. D&B.
Dude, the phone, I can't even answer all the calls. It's crazy how many people are calling us
buses would be amazing
for some reason. Dude. We have a food truck out front of our office.
All times.
What?
We're just like, hello. I guess I'm having a
Sticking boonies.
and Barnett Delaney.
Sweet James.
Sweet James.
Yeah, dude.
Sweet.
Okay, so before we go,
Yeah.
I want to make sure that we first, if you go huge, if this thing falls through, can you not come back and promote?
I can do whatever I want.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have you back on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now that people know who you are, we got a base going.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you back when the book is going to be released.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We might have like maybe 10 more subscribers by that time. So, I mean, it's a big deal. So you come back on and you promote it. But is there anything that you wanted to actually, you know what, before we do that, there was a question.
You gonna check your Tinder? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the Tinder real quick. No, because I looked it up. So first, let me tell you this. So Mike and I have been communicating via Instagram. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't have your cell phone number, which is fucking bananas.
Funny, right?
We're like a couple of Tinder guys that never fucking made the next fucking leap.
It's because you could smell my pussy through,
I guess
through the phone.
You smell good. So we're communicating via Instagram. I'm mainly telling you guys because you were there. You know what happened. This fucking freaked me out, dude. I did not. I'm very insecure. I don't know if you knew that, but so we're communicating. I'm like, hey, we want to have you on the podcast. He's like, yeah, it sounds fucking great. We come up with the date. We're talking back and forth about other things, and then I haven't communicated with him in like 2 weeks. So today, this morning, because I wanted to prepare for this episode, I wanted to make sure that you were comfortable just like having a conversation and being able to talk about whatever. That was number one. Number two, I wanted to see if that was true. Then I was going to do like this full research, get a quiz together, quiz you on some law firm shit. It ended up not happening because I went and texted him on Instagram. I was like, hey, today's the day. You know, I'm pumped to have you. And it was still your picture and everything, right? And then no response for a while. And then I went like at 2 or 3 p.m. to like look to see if he maybe had seen it, and the picture was gone. It was the picture had deleted, and it said this person does not exist or whatever. So
he chose today to delete.
So instantly, my mind,
went bananas.
I was like, why would he block me, delete me?
It's pretty funny.
What did I do? I'm like, I just was down on myself. I was like, what did I do? Did I fuck somebody he knows? I was like, I don't know what's going on.
That's always it.
I was just like,
two thought.
I was like, did I send like a wiener photo to somebody that he knows and he knows I'm a piece of shit?
How did I fuck this
Yeah,
up?
I'm not going over because your picture was there,
and then it came down,
and then all of a sudden it was gone. So I thought
Instagram will do that sometimes.
it just takes a while or something.
I'll notice like I don't see people's stories at times. Yeah, it's kind of weird.
So then I fucking messaged him on Facebook, and there you were. I was like, there's his fucking face.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so he didn't delete me on Facebook. I'm still a little suspect, so I just give him a couple question marks.
He's just doing this thing.
And he is online. He's the little green ball is on his little thing, so I know he's fucking online.
Yeah.
And he's not looking at it. He's not answering. He's not replying. And I'm just like sweating over here like, holy shit. Start going over. I swear to God, I start going over what we're going to do on today's episode.
Yeah.
Because you're not here.
Yeah.
We were going to do a whole half hour about how much of a piece of shit I am and why you would want to delete me.
Pretty funny.
And we're going to try to guess. I was going to maybe call you, and I was going to do all these things. But then he messaged me back.
We were going to blast the fuck out of you.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. No, it was going to be just me stressing out for a while. But then he messaged me. Yeah. Finally, he saw it and was like, yeah, man, I'm fucking stoked. Where, when? Let's do fucking... And I was like, holy shit. I spiraled.
That's funny. I got rid of it like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And it for some reason just didn't block, I guess. Or not block, but...
It just
show.
Didn't.
Dude, let him know.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do anything like that. Yeah. He fucking...
I'll send you a postcard next time. I'm gonna get rid of my social media.
Yeah, it really stressed me out. I was very stressed because I wanted to prepare this quiz. I ended up not being able to prepare it, but and now we're out of time. So I do apologize for this weird abrupt ending. Yeah. But thank you so much for fucking coming.
Thank you guys. We're
gonna have you back on.
Really appreciate it. I
would love to see, as this unfolds.
Yeah.
The book
unfolds.
I'm just excited for you.
Thanks.
And I'm fucking. I love. There's very few people that I'm happy to see successful. I'm a piece of shit. But your success brings me joy.
You made the cut, Michael.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean? When I see you're doing something cool,
thank you for not loathing me. I appreciate it.
I think it's because you're
not a civilian.
You seem genuine, and like I want genuine people to succeed.
I appreciate it.
That's why people don't want me to succeed because they think I'm a piece of shit.
Nah,
I gotta change that. You know how you were saying like nice things. You should. What was the thing you said?
Nice things are good.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. Nice things are good.
No, you said act kindly.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you say? Do you remember?
Regardless of what I said, I think what I would do is just give yourself a lot of that, and then you'll be fine.
I do lack.
I'm sure you guys have told him this before, but
no, not around here. Not around here.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, fuck me. I do like.
If he doesn't know that already, then fuck him. If he can't fucking figure that out, then fuck him.
I surround myself with good people. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I do. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you. I can't wait to be back on again.
Appreciate ya.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of the Dick and Boonies podcast. To all the viewers of the podcast, to all the listeners of the podcast, we appreciate and love your support. It would be lovely if you could continue to support. And that's a wrap.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We can't believe you stank out. We can't believe you had no doubt. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you again.